Good morning, everyone. Welcome. I'm Andrew. I don't want to work anymore. And we're live streaming the Nasdaq today. I don't know if that recorded, but good morning. One more time. I'm Andrew. I don't want to work anymore. And we're trading live the Nasdaq today. Didn't sleep too well last night. And yeah, here we are. It's going to be a struggle today. Been up for a while doing some back testing, checking my numbers. Jay Weave is here. Good morning. We've got some great things happening today. Consolidating all night. Here on the daily, we have, well, the beginning of a fair value gap on the daily. This is yesterday's price. This is today's, and we got this gap here basically. And so either this gap survives and we revisit it another day, or we're going to come down to 19,678 to close this off. So that's what we might have. Tyler Durden. Welcome. And then Raghav's here. I got a link to the spreadsheet. Hassan's here. I got a link to the spreadsheet in the comments below or in the description box. Let me know if that works for you guys. I'm been doing some back testing and I'm finding a lot of mistakes in it. The numbers do not look as great anymore, but still good altogether. But yeah, coming down to like 9,000 points instead of the 10,000 we have. And that's because I'm missing a day in here. Somehow I doubled up a day, or there's like a holiday here that shouldn't be here. And so I'm going back day by day and fixing it. Ken, good morning. How you guys doing? So yeah, we got all these relatively equal lows right here that we've got to sweep before we go higher. You know, we're going to be stretching into this fair value gap here, and you know, are we going to break structure and kind of break out of this slump that we've been in? But I think we either close in this fair value gap on the daily today first, so coming down to 672, which is 300 points from where we're at. You know, it's possible for sure. And then obviously this fair value gap up here on the daily is easily within reach. So we got 30 seconds here till open. I did not put today's new day opening gap up. If someone has that number. Also, guys, new farm payroll is tomorrow. And ICT has always talked about not trading Thursdays and Fridays. Well, especially after Wednesday mornings, basically on the weeks of non-farm payroll. Is it non-farm payroll, or do I have it mixed up with something else on Friday? So low expectations today basically is what I'm trying to say. And if you guys are close to if you guys are doing prop firms, I wouldn't be trading today or tomorrow, or just take profit really quickly. But here's our opening price. I'm going to put that in pink. And I'm going to go quickly to yesterday's closing price, 19,768. 19,768. Okay, well that's down here. So also in line with what I want to see is coming down first before taking off for the rest of the week or even the rest of the day. But, you know, do we reject all these relatively equal lows here? Get a nice big gap. Those lows are just right there though. Dangerous. But we'll trust the model. We'll get ready to take a short. I am anyway. Nope. Not doing anything. Scratch that. Trading days are 134. Trading days 134. Trading days 412. Yeah, I started building this older data, so I got some stuff now from, I don't know if it's calculating this stuff though, but these zeros might be showing up, so that's why my numbers are totally skewed now. Yeah, like if you saw that, it's counting the zeros. Shit. It's counting these zeros, and that's why we have 412 trading days now. Nail, how's it going? Thanks for coming in. Well, we really don't have equal lows here. They were swept. It looks equal, but it's not. This is an actual low. Hassan, I know you're pretty low on your prop firm. I wouldn't trade today or tomorrow. Use a demo account to practice. But I'm not allowed to give you financial advice. So, strictly opinion. What are our overnight lows here? Highs and lows. London low is 19,901. So that's that guy there. No, I don't have. I gotta pay extra for that data for December 20. If anyone's got like a really big package for TradingView, that's how we'll get that data. So I don't have it. I think we're gonna have a bullish day today, guys. I think we might sweep these London lows and then just rocket up into this fair value gap up here. Or we're going to have kind of like a flat day today and we do that tomorrow. We're starting to get a bullish fair value gap here. I'm going to get ready to go long. But it's inside this range, which makes it kind of scary. I would like to see a fair value gap outside of, you know, a consolidation, but it looks like we don't have to worry about that now. You think I can get data all the way back that far in FX replay? FX replay. Yeah, okay, I don't know, I'll try it. We'll see. Okay, alright, Johnny. I'll make a free account as long as they don't ask me for my credit card. I tried making a Discord yesterday. It all got messed up because I wanted to share that file with you guys, the spreadsheet, but it's in the description box now. So give it a shot. Let me know how it works for you. I am finding mistakes in it. But you know, you guys can see if you're getting similar numbers. And that's why I'm sharing it, to see if I'm crazy. You can only do a month of data at a time with the free account, but you can choose which month to begin back years. No credit card, okay. Who wants to go short here? I feel like we're just gonna sweep and then go the other way. But we'll take it. Five seconds. We're gonna go. I'm going short. Okay, I'm got my first position on. We just swept the London lows. I'm wondering if we're gonna create a fair value gap today on the daily. But we got a pretty big new day opening gap. Of 200 points. So we got room to go down. Rago's got a first position. Okay. We're off to the races. I didn't get sleep last night, guys. I'm a little out of it. I didn't go to the gym as I usually do. I just got on here and started doing some back testing and updating some numbers for you. I'm going to change this over to 5 minute. Got a 5 minute chart on the right. Small 5 minute fair value gap here. So touchy. The screen's so sensitive. Yeah, it looks scary today. You got it. New farm payroll on Friday. It's going to have a lot of this. Yeah, employment. I believe that's what they call non-farm payroll on Friday. So typically every first Friday of a new month, welcome to May, everybody. You shouldn't be trading past Wednesday morning. And that's just what ICT says. So I think Raghav's from Nepal. Yeah. This doesn't look good. I don't like this. It's starting to look like we're gonna create that. Oops, that's the wrong chart. I'm gonna get ready to go long because this doesn't look good. It just looks like that daily fair value gap's gonna survive. And we're just gonna be bullish. I'd also like to wait for a retracement, but I'm just gonna stick to the model here. So I'm just waiting for the next gap now. If that forms here, then I'll take a long. What time is it with you guys in the evening in Nepal and Pakistan there? Okay, I'm long now. And that's based on this gap here. I don't know, this consolidation just doesn't sit right with me. It just doesn't look like it just wants to go straight up first. I feel like it wants to come down first. And then I could see it going up. But all right, Raghav. What time is it in Nepal? (7:35 p.m.) Well, that's nice. That means you have your whole day and then you can trade a little bit at night here. Yeah, you don't have to wake up at 4:30 in the morning to go to the gym for 5 to get in front of the computer for 6:15 and still try to go to work for 8. uh, yeah, work all day, trade all night. Man, look at this price action. It's just awful. These super long wicks. It's just... I should make a note for myself. Days like today, when it's non-farm payroll, don't take setups until, I'm getting in at the top of these candles when they close on the fair value gap, and I should just wait for a retracement. Because, like, how many points? I know I got my... Oh, I don't want that. I know I got my system. But, I could have saved 19, 18 points off my stop here. Just stuck in a range. Oh, that's great. I think that's all of our goals, right? Full time all the time. This closing off here isn't great. Yesterday, I think right after we got stopped out was like amazing, right? We ended the stream somewhere around here, and I believe we swept, or we dropped into a fair value gap over here after we swept one of these lows, and then the strategy would have just worked pretty good in here after inverting this fair value gap. I think we swept here, so yeah, I would have got stopped out coming down again, but yeah, that was good in there. Man, it's a tough week. Yeah, nobody wants to work. I'm sorry if you say I like my job, you're lying. Don't get me wrong, I have a great job. I still don't want to work. I want to do this for an hour. But I better start stringing some wins here for you guys. Nobody wants to watch some guy lose on the internet over and over again. You only trade ICT strategies. What's your favorite ICT strategy then? 2022 buy sell model. I've watched probably 90 to 95% of all of ICT's videos. I drive a lot every day. Probably, a lot of time it's an hour and a half one way. And so I take that time I don't watch his videos while I drive, but I listen to a lot of it. And I'm been picking it up, but I don't remember. Maybe I'll put the 2022 model on. But is that the one where you wait for a sweep and then you take an inversion fair value gap, basically? Right? We had a sweep, and then the inversion, and you can get in on the inversion. Stop loss goes down, and then target, you know, a high, which, yeah, like if you got in down here and just targeted even this high, like, there's a lot of models, and I think that's the thing. Now that I've been listening to them for so long and so many of them, it basically, you need to know them all and just be able to recognize when they're happening. You know, this is basically a market maker sell model right here. Actually, no, there's no consolidation. Yeah, I caught one a little while ago. It was beautiful. It's like a sell model with a clear consolidation, the manipulation, and then the rip upwards after. But yeah, there's so many, and you just have to be able to recognize all of them. Hassan, I would not trade tomorrow. I'll be here just because I'm testing my own model and its performance, but yeah, I don't know how great it is on a Friday. And now that the days are shifting on the spreadsheet, you know, I don't know if Monday's as good as it is anymore, or as bad as it is. I gotta redo this. I'm gonna work on it this weekend, and you know, double check some of these numbers here. Like, how's April looking? If you took out, you know what? If you took out the monster win on the 7th, let's see here. How good is April? And we'll unclick that guy. You're only positive 412, so 100 points. 100 points a week, basically. 412 on my account. 412 times $1.40, positive 576 for the month, like 575 bucks. But you know, even if you got a quarter of that, that would increase your numbers pretty good. Anyway, guys, that's gonna end the stream here today. Good luck. Yeah, I know it's 25. How was one day? Yeah, go to TradingView, go to April 7th, and apply the strategy. Here, actually, I'll show you. Let's go. April 7th. 17th. So that's the thing. If you're in a prop firm and you get a monster win like that, they won't give you a payout because that one day was over, you know, 30% of your earnings. Where is it? Right here. Check this out, Hassan. I'll show you how this plays out. I'll even delete everything so we can start right from scratch. It was still $2,500 with a loss. So we're gonna blow this up here. Come on. What is happening? What is all this trash? Okay, here we go. Our first fair value gap of the day is this little guy right there. And we would we would take a short on that guy. We would enter there. Our stop loss goes above this candle by 5 points. So let's make it 170. We would get stopped out right here. And then our next fair value gap would be, we could actually take, let's see here, this guy right here. We could trade on that one. Actually, as soon as we get stopped out, we could trade the one that's right here. So we would get stopped out on this candle and we would enter immediately long. Stop loss goes right here on that guy. That stop loss is 193 points. And then Farad, how's it going, my friend? So we got this first position on. We have a fair value gap right here. And we would put another long position on right there. Stop loss goes below this candle, so it's still above our initial entry, right? So we got 2 positions on, and then we wouldn't get another fair value gap until here. And so then we would enter where do we enter here? We would enter right here. That stop loss goes below here, which is still above our second entry. And now we're going to trail up this. We're going to treat the top of this as our stop loss. So we have this fair value gap here. Actually, we get this one here, but it's okay. So yeah, we would first put our stop loss below this candle, and then the next one forms, and then we can move our stop loss up to the bottom of this candle, and then we have another fair value gap here. So now we can move our stop loss to the bottom of this candle. I'm going to drag this over, it'll be easier to see. And then we get a fair value gap up here, which means we can move our stop loss to the bottom of this candle like that, right? If you're following. And then price turns around on us and we get stopped out right here on this candle. So we have 746 points on this position right here. Our second position would have 967 points. And our first position would have 1,057 points. You do the math. I wish I can get trades like this every day, but that was like a $3,500 trade, right? Let's add it up. $1,057 plus 967 plus 746 2,781 points. And on CMC markets that says $1.40 a point, so times $1.40, what do you want? 3,900 bucks, one trade, one day. And if you're in a prop firm, they wouldn't give you any of that. Yeah, we did get a bunch of losses after that though. So why is this always like this? Yeah, so we had a great day, but then we had 5 losing days. 1, 2, 3, 4 losing days. That totaled 868. So you don't you don't win and then keep winning with this strategy. You'll give it back. They'll get you. But anyway, guys, that's the end of today's stream. Thanks for showing up, and we'll catch you tomorrow morning. Yeah. Well, that's the thing. That's why I'm like, I don't know if this strategy would work with the prop firms because of, if you had 4 or 5 day losses like that with their trailing stop losses, and just build your own account. That's the way I'm looking at it. And the reason I made this model, just to be clear, guys, I don't have time, to get into a trade like this, or wait for a sweep of London highs and lows and take an inversion fair value gap every morning. That's kind of. And then we got, I don't think MFE has trailing stop loss, but they might have a consistency rule. So they're gonna get you. They don't. It's a casino, right? They make it impossible for you to win. You gotta just like take these little trades. You really gotta scalp 10 to 20 points at a time. But anyway, I'll try to be more awake tomorrow, and we'll try again. And we're just chopping around, right? You almost have to wait for a breakout here. On the hourly, it looks like we gotta come down closer to the new day opening gap. And maybe not closing the fair value gap completely, but it looks like we need a retracement before we can go up. And yeah, looking for a short. Maybe a sweep of these relatively equal highs before going lower. That might happen. That's a high probability, actually. Waiting for that setup. Come back up, sweep these highs, and go lower. But I don't got time for that. Anyway, it's always so hard to get out of here. Okay, you guys have a good day. Cheers.